Hello, dear students. Hope you all are doing well. So, today we are going to start a new chapter of your book, that is chapter number 7, Nervous System in Humans. So, in the previous classes, also, you have learned a little bit about the nervous system. That whenever we are performing any function, that particular function will be controlled by our brain, and we can say our nervous system, because brain is a part of nervous system. So whenever you are performing any activity that occur inside your body, or maybe what you are showing outside, all those activities will be controlled by the organs of the nervous system. So we can say that this nervous system is the most important system of our body, because it will control and coordinate all the activities of body. For example, when you are having a food, at that time your many organs will work together. Means your hands will bring the food to the mouth, your eyes will help to locate the food towards your mouth, your nose will smell the food, and when you will have that food, your jaw muscles and your teeth will chew the food and masticate the food, and even your salivary gland present in the mouth, they will start secreting the saliva, which will start the digestion of that particular food. So we can say ये जितनी भी activities हो रही है, ये बहुत ही coordinated manner में हो रही है. And why they are happening? Because of the orders given by our master organ called as brain. So brain is a part of nervous system. In addition to brain, in the nervous system there are many other organs also which are helping in this process. So what is nervous system? Nervous system is the organ system which will bring the coordination and integration of different body activities. Okay, so it is the organ system in our body brings about coordination and integration of all the body activities. You can see here that this is our brain. That brain is present in the head region inside the skull. Okay, and from the brain there is one tube like structure called as spinal cord, which is running through your backbone. In the backbone you can feel your vertebral column. Okay, so in that vertebral column, inside that vertebral column, that is a cord like structure called as spinal cord. These two are the main organs of the nervous system which are present in the center of the body. So they are comprising the central nervous system. Hence we can say that the full nervous system of our body is divided into two main parts. First part is the central nervous system, in which the central organs are present. What are our central organs of nervous system? Brain and spinal cord. And then from the brain and spinal cord, several thread-like structures are arising out, and the function of these thread-like structures are to carry the masses from the brain and spinal cord to all the visceral organs, and again carry the masses from the organs to the brain. Okay, so these all are the nerves, and they comprises the peripheral nervous system. So the nervous system of our body is divided into two main parts. First part is central nervous system. Second part is peripheral nervous system. In the central nervous system, brain and spinal cord will come, and in the peripheral part, all the nerves will come, which will comprise the peripheral nervous system. So let's discuss about the nerves first of all. Means what are the nerves? So you can see here that these are the nerves. If these nerves are arising out from the spinal cord, they are called as spinal nerves, and we are having 31 pairs of spinal nerves. And when these nerves are arising out from the brain, they are called as cranial nerves, and we are having 12 pairs of cranial nerves. So all these nerves of the body will constitute the peripheral nervous system. Now let's see what are these nerves. If I will show you the enlarged structure of this one nerve, you can see here this pipe-like structure is one nerve. So you can see that they are not like pipe, because pipe are hollow from inside, just like your blood vessels जिसके अंदर से blood flow होता है. But they are not like blood vessels. They are not hollow from inside. They are made up of some long thread-like structure, and we can say the nerves are made up of a bundle of nerve cells. Okay, and nerve cells, you have studied about the nerve cells in class 6th. Nerve cells are the longest cell of your body. This is a structure of nerve cell, and when these nerve cell will bundle together and they will be covered by a sheet, then they will form one nerve. इज इट क्लियर? एक नर्व किससे बनती है? बहुत सारे ये जो नर्व सेल्स हैं, ये जब ग्रुप बना के इनको एक बंडल शीट से कवर कर देते हैं तो दे विल फॉर्म अ सिंगल नर्व, एंड वी आर हैविंग अ नेटवर्क ऑफ दोज नर्व्स थ्रू आउट अवर बॉडी. क्लियर है? सो basically the main structural and functional unit of the whole nervous system is that nerve cell, and the second name for the nerve cell is neuron, which is the main structural and functional unit of nervous system, or we can say it is the longest cell in our body because it is very long. Okay, and the main function of this longest cell is that it will transmit the masses to the organs, and it will also carry the masses from the organs to the brain. Okay, so now and these nerve cells are present everywhere in the nervous system. They are present in brain also, spinal cord also, and in the nerves also. Billions of neurons will constitute this nervous system. So the main important part is neuron or nerve cell, which is the structural and functional unit of nervous system. So let's discuss the structure of nerve cell. So now neuron is the structural and functional unit of nervous system, and each neuron comprises three main parts: cell body, and from the cell body you can see that many thread-like extensions are extending out. So these all are called as dendrite. Cell body is also called as cytosol. Okay, in the cell body nucleus is there in between the center, and the cytoplasm is also filled inside it. Okay, and these short fibers which are arising out from those cell body, they all are called as dendron. And you can see one more thing, that these dendrons are again further divided, and those further divisions are called as dendrites. ओके, क्लियर है? जो सेल बॉडी से पहला फाइबर निकल रहा है दैट इज कॉल्ड एज डेंड्रॉन, और डेंड्रॉन की जो फर्दर ब्रांचेस है उनको क्या बोलते हैं? डेंड्राइट्स. सो सबसे पहले कोई भी मैसेज जो देना चाहता है ऑर्गन, उसको सबसे पहले रिसीव कौन करेगा? डेंड्राइट्स. Okay, then dendron, and then the masses will come into the cell body. Then masses will travel through the axon. Now what is axon? One of the dendrons, like this is dendron. One of the dendron will get elongated or extended. एक जो है फाइबर जो है वो बहुत लंबा हो जाएगा, और ये जो इलोंगेटेड फाइब्रॉन है, अब इसको हम क्या बोलेंगे? एक्सॉन. एंड दिस एक्सॉन इज कवर्ड बाय अ शीट कॉल्ड एज माइलिन शीट. दिस शीट इज कॉल्ड एज माइलिन शीट. Okay, so axon is also most important part of the neuron because it carry the message from the cell body to other neurons. Okay, now let's discuss कि ये message कैसे travel होता है. First of all, you need to understand that the messages are always travel in a wave of a chemical disturbance which is called as impulse. जो ये message यहाँ से travel होके आगे जा रहा है, इसको हम बोलते हैं impulse. So message will always travel in the form of impulse, which is just like an electrical signal. Like suppose करो ये एक nerve है, तो nerve क्या है? Nerve is just like a wire, और उसमें से जो electrical signal pass on हो रहा है that is a kind of impulse. Clear है? Now let's discuss one more thing, that at the end of the axon you can see a bulb-like structure. You can see here the bulb-like structure. Okay, so these are called as axon endings. Now students, one important thing is that when the muscles or skin or any particular organ wants to give message, then this message will always travel from cell body to the axon, and it will always travel in only this direction. Never the electrical signal or impulse will travel from axon to cell body. ये ऐसे कभी भी travel नहीं करता है. It will always travel from cell body to the axon ending. Okay, so now the nerve is consist of nerve cells. अब मानो मैसेज एक नर्व सेल में आ गया. अब एक नर्व सेल ही थोड़ी होगा नर्व के अंदर, तो आगे और भी नर्व सेल्स होंगे, और इस मैसेज को कहाँ तक लेके जाना है? इस मैसेज को लेके जाना है अप टू द ब्रेन. सो नाउ द क्वेश्चन अराइजेज कि ये मैम इस नर्व सेल से जो इसके आगे वाला नर्व सेल है वहां पे ये इम्पल्स कैसे जाएगी? So now I will explain you that how this impulse will travel from one neuron to another neuron in a nerve. Okay, so here you can see one diagram. This is one neuron and this is the cell body of the another neuron. और इसके आगे क्या है? उसकी axon ending है. Okay, so what will happen? First of all, the masses will come into the cell body of one neuron. Now from the cell body it will travel to the axon, and once it will come to the axon ending, now it has to cross the space. यहाँ पे क्या है? दोनों न्यूरॉन्स के बीच में एक स्पेस है, and that space is called as synapse. Okay, and now what will happen? Through that gap between the two neuron, जब भी एक कोई नर्व है उसके अंदर जो न्यूरॉन्स अरेंज्ड है वो आपस में चिपके हुए नहीं होते हैं, बीच में क्या होता है? गैप होता है. Okay, they are not in direct contact, they have a gap. This gap is called as synapse. Okay, and they communicate to each other through this synapse. ये इम्पल्स यहाँ तक आती है, फिर सिनेप्स के अंदर खाली जगह के अंदर क्रॉस होती है, फिर वो अंदर एंटर होती है टू द डेंड्राइट ऑफ द वेरी क्लोज नेक्स्ट न्यूरॉन. Okay, so understood what is synapse? Synapse is a junction where the communication between the two neurons will occur. Okay, it is the gap between the two neurons, or we can say it is a junction where the communication between the two neurons will occur. Okay, so impulse जब यहाँ तक आ जाती है उसके बाद वो synapse के थ्रू क्रॉस करके दूसरे न्यूरॉन में जाती है, and then finally it will reach to the brain, and then brain will again give the message. Okay, in such a way now the impulse will travel. Clear है? Now let's discuss the types of nerves. In our body we are having different types of nerves because the nerves are performing different functions. Why? Because some nerves are carrying the message from the skin or sense organ to the brain or spinal cord, and some are passing it to the muscles, जिनको अब क्या करना है? एक्शन प्रोवाइड करना है. Now I'll take one example here. Suppose इस स्किन के ऊपर किसी हॉट ऑब्जेक्ट ने टच कर दिया. So now here the impulse will be generated that some hot object is touching me, do something. Now this message will go to the brain or spinal cord, and now here they will order that remove your hand back because it's very dangerous, it will damage your cells. Then what will happen? Now as a result, now this message will come from brain or spinal cord to the muscles of the hand. Now the muscles will do the contraction और अब हाथ क्या होगा? पीछे हो जाएगा. सो समझ में आ रहा है कि कुछ ऐसी नर्व्स है जो मैसेज ऊपर लेके जाती है ब्रेन या स्पाइनल कॉर्ड तक, कुछ ऐसी नर्व्स हैं जो वापस मैसेज लेके आती है फ्रॉम द ब्रेन टू द इफेक्टर ऑर्गन. सो दीज आर द टू टाइप्स ऑफ नर्व्स. फर्स्ट इज सेंसरी. सेंसरी नर्व कौन सी नर्व्स है? विच विल कैरी द मैसेजेस फ्रॉम द सेंस ऑर्गन्स टू द ब्रेन और स्पाइनल कॉर्ड. क्लियर है? ओके. Now they will carry from receptor to the central nervous system. रिसेप्टर क्या होता है? हमारे जितने भी सेंस ऑर्गन्स होते हैं उनमें जो सेल्स होते हैं जो कि स्टिमुलस को एक्सेप्ट करते हैं. स्टिमुलस क्या होता है? एनी चेंज इन द एनवायरमेंट इज कॉल्ड एज स्टिमुलस. ओके, लाइक हॉट ऑब्जेक्ट हो गया, या कोई कोल्ड हो गया, या फिर कोई पिन पिक हो रही है, या कुछ भी ऐसा एनवायरमेंट में कुछ चेंजेस हुआ है जिससे कि आपकी बॉडी में चेंजेस आ रहे हैं, तो उस पर्टिकुलर थिंग को हमने क्या बोल दिया है? स्टिमुलस. सो जो स्टिमुलस को एक्सेप्ट करते हैं वो जो सेंस ऑर्गन के अंदर सेल्स है उनको बोलते हैं रिसेप्टर. सो दे विल कैरी द मैसेज फ्रॉम द सेंस ऑर्गन टू द ब्रेन. वो कौन सी हो गई है? सेंसरी. नाउ कम टू द मोटर. मोटर विल कैरी द मैसेज फ्रॉम the brain to the effector muscles. Is it also clear? So इनका मेन काम क्या है? They will carry the impulse from the central nervous system to the effector muscles. Clear? Now we are also having a third type of nerve in our body, which is called as mixed nerve. Now what are mixed nerves? I will show you the diagram here. Mixed nerve वैसी nerve होती है, suppose this nerve is a mixed nerve. Mixed nerve के अंदर दोनों तरह के न्यूरॉन्स होते हैं. ऐसे न्यूरॉन भी होते हैं जो कि मैसेजेस को लेके जाते हैं टू द ब्रेन, एंड जब ब्रेन ने कोई मैसेज दे दिया है तो वो मैसेज वापस लाने का काम किसका है? मोटर न्यूरॉन का. सो दे ऑल्सो हैव अ मोटर neuron inside the same nerve, because nerve is a group of neuron cells. अब अगर इसके अंदर दोनों टाइप के न्यूरॉन सेल्स है तो इसी एक वेन से मैसेज, इसी एक नर्व से मैसेज ऊपर जाएगा और इसी से वापस जो ऑर्डर है वो वापस आएगा. So such kind of nerves are called as mixed nerve, which will carry both the sensory and motor neurons in one myelin sheet, or we can say in the one nerve only. Clear है? Now I'll explain you that how do these messages will reach to the brain and again to the effector muscles. Suppose if you are seeing a glass of water, that glass of water can also be a stimulus, because stimulus का मतलब क्या होता है? Any sudden change in the environment or any particular thing which will bring some changes in your body. Because जब आप पानी का ग्लास देखते हैं then you will start feeling thirsty. Okay, so what is happening when you will see the water, then this glass of water will act as a stimulus. अब जितनी भी स्टिमुलस होती है वो सबसे पहले रिसीव कौन करता है? सेंस ऑर्गन. हमारी बॉडी में जो भी चीज इंफॉर्मेशन अंदर जाती है वो सेंस ऑर्गन के थ्रू जाती है. इधर इट कैन बी अ आई, नोज, ईयर, tongue, or our whole skin is also a largest sense organ. Clear? So first of all, by seeing that, now that stimulus will be accepted by the receptor cell of eye sense organ. ओके अब यहाँ पे जैसे ही यहाँ पे एक्सेप्ट किया, यहाँ क्या होगा? कुछ केमिकल डिस्टर्बेंस होगा और एक इलेक्ट्रिकल इम्पल्स जनरेट होगी. अब सेंसरी न्यूरॉन्स इस मैसेजेस को लेके जाएंगे अप टू द ब्रेन. नाउ ब्रेन विल ऑर्डर, ओके तुम्हें पानी का ग्लास दिखाई दिया और मुझे ऐसा लग रहा है पानी की कमी है, जस्ट टू ड्रिंक दैट वाटर, वी जस्ट नीड वाटर. सो नाउ द ऑर्डर विल बी गिवन टू द मसल्स ऑफ द हैंड. नाउ योर हैंड मसल विल डू द कॉन्ट्रैक्शन, विल पिक दैट ग्लास एंड नाउ यू विल ड्रिंक द वाटर. So this is the main pathway how do messages reach to the brain and again to the effector muscles so that our body can perform that particular action. क्लियर है? ओके सो इसमें क्या होता है? सबसे पहले कोई स्टिमुलस आती है, उस स्टिमुलस को सबसे पहले क्या होता है? रिसीव करा जाता है. देन रिसेप्टर सेल्स जो होते हैं सेंस ऑर्गन में वो रिसीव करते हैं. देन सेंसरी न्यूरॉन विल टेक दैट मैसेजेस टू द सेंट्रल नर्वस सिस्टम. देन हियर व्हाट विल हैपन? दे विल ऑर्डर सम, दे विल गिव सम ऑर्डर which will be sent back to the various part through the motor neuron. Okay, so in such a way people are performing functions. Clear hai? So this is all for the today. Again we will continuing with the central nervous system main two parts, brain and spinal cord, in the next part of the video. Till then just revise this portion from your book. Thank you so much.